Now, earlier, he showed us what to do if our pets require any first aid. Now, Paul Manktelow is back to talk pet behaviour. Let's get straight to the calls, Paul. We've got Joelle on the line. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Are you having a problem with your cats? What's going on in your house?
Well, yes, I do. I have Poppy, and she's just an ordinary Moggy, and I have 4 Maine Coons. And they seem to know she isn't a Maine Coon, and they hunt her down. They chase her around the house, they chase her around the garden. The only time they don't hurt her is if I'm with her.
That is so mean.
Okay.
It's just so unfair. Is there anything she can do? I mean, is this animal behaviour?
It sounds like Poppy's having a really horrible time and is a really, really stressed cat. Cats form their own social groups. It's very difficult for us to understand the hierarchy, but as it stands, it feels like Poppy's having a really miserable time, and the other cats seem to be in some kind of group and she's out of it. And I know it sounds hard, but I'm really questioning whether Poppy should be in that house at the moment.
Oh, no, really?
Which I know you got her first, you say, but it's very difficult when a cat's under that much stress and anxiety from being bullied. So I think you should seek out a feline behaviourist advice. But when I'm in that situation, when an owner's telling me about this kind of bullying, I'm kind of like, really, should this cat actually be there at this point?
So it's almost like a decision you
try
have
and separate
to make.
them.
And would that be separation permanently, or is it separation to work on slowly bringing her back into the house?
In my experience, these cats often have to be separated permanently, but you can try, and the problem is if you separate them and try and integrate them again, you end up with all the same problems coming back, so it's a really difficult one. There's a lot of cats in that house.
So that's tricky to hear, isn't it? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, like I say, I mean, they don't, if she's in my room asleep, they won't go in and they won't. It seems to be as if they know that I don't allow it, so when I'm there, they don't touch her. And yet there's a cat outside who doesn't belong to us, and they don't touch him. They're like, they don't chase him out of the garden. They don't.
Can I just ask a question? Are cats clever enough? And this might sound ridiculous, but if she recorded her voice, chatting, and played it on a loop in her house when you go off to work, would the cats know that she wasn't really there?
Oh, it's an interesting one. I don't know the answer to that. Maybe it's worth trying. But as I say, if Joelle can manage the situation in the house and separate the cats and define territories, then we might be OK. And as you say, if there's an area of the house where she doesn't get attacked.
The trouble is, though, as soon as they go outside, they're going to duff her up again, aren't they?
That is the problem.
No, I can't bear it. Poor Poppy, I'm sorry.
Is there someone else who could look after her?
Well, no, my actual parents live with me, so there is always somebody in the house for Poppy, and we're constantly, like, we'll carry her in. If they hear her at the cat flap, they're like, oh, she's in. So we carry her in, and then we feed her, and she just goes up, and she's quite happy, but you do kind of have to
Keep
be
an eye on her.
the middle guy kind of thing with them. But,
Yes, of course.
And I don't understand why, because the 2 biggest ones, they're the youngest actually, they're only a year old, and they have just seemed to have thought, well, I know what we'll do, we'll follow the rest and we'll get her. So
It's the animal kingdom, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
a cruel world. Thanks for your call.
Thank
Good
you.
luck with that.